Vinland Saga is a series full of amazing and interesting characters. This is my first of hopefully a series of explorations into what makes particular characters stand out within the story, as well as my personal take. Thors is arguably the strongest and most powerful warrior within the series, and certainly the most influential. His ideal nature lies within his personal outlook on his new life. He was a former leader of the Jom's Vikings, a legendary group of warriors whose reputation echoed over the seas as the strongest of the strong. Thors grew weary of this life after having his first child, a daughter named Ylva, and more so specifically upon naming her. You see, it was Helga, his wife, that made it imperative that Thors name their first child. Despite Thors seemingly lacking any interest in a daughter at the time, his next thought was to go back to the battlefield. His life was seemingly all about the battlefield. Helga was adamant that he name her, however, and it was after that loving connection was established that Thors the Troll turned a new page on his life. You see, with the arrival of his daughter Ylva, his whole worldview changed. She was the catalyst for this great shift, and this pivotal human moment changed the life of this legendary warrior forever. No longer was battle exciting. It was scary. Thors now valued different things. He now had value in life, something he had taken from many previously, probably without giving it a second thought. No longer was glory only found on the battlefield, but glory could be found in a wife's smile, a laugh with your daughter. He feared losing his life, having to abandon the family that he created. He no longer wished to take life, now realizing the connections between loved ones, and now had a family rooting him in love's embrace. Thors fled battle soon after Ylva was born and went to Iceland, where Vinland Saga begins. There he established a life to his own with his family, and eventually had a son named Thorfinn. But his commitments now were toward protecting what he has established rather than taking it from other people. He valued personal connection over material things and showed no interest in having slaves, which was quite counterculture at the time. Thors is the perfect example of the notion that people can change. We aren't bound by what we have done in the past. While we cannot erase our mistakes, we can learn from them, not letting those lessons leave our minds. At the same time, we can't let them hold us from going forward in life. Take what is broken in your life and fix it the best that you can. Your children should not have to pay for your sins that you made in your life and your choices. And Thors shifted his life to strive toward paradise, peace with his family. Thors learned the value that life is precious. Be supportive to those around you, as love is far stronger than the sword can ever be. Thank you, everybody out there, for listening. If you are also a big fan of Vinland Saga, or Thor specifically, or anything about this incredible series, let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you to everybody that supports me on Patreon. You guys are all awesome. I'll have a link to that below if you want to maybe support me on there, or at the very least, if you would please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. It really means a lot to me. Thank you, everybody. My name is Miasma, and I'll see you next time.